We're gonna take some liberties here and say there are really three types of houseplants. There's high water houseplants, medium water houseplants, and low water houseplants. And this can be determined by the type of leaf each of these plants have. They have a soft and supple leaf, meaning it needs high water. They have more of a tougher leaf that probably needs about medium water. And then they have like a deserty cactus succulent like that contains a lot of moisture inside of that leaf. So that can withstand a lot more heat and a lot more drought in between its waterings. The toughness of the leaf kind of gives you an insight to how much water that plant's gonna need. Okay, first up, we're gonna start with medium water plants. If you're not sure of where your plant falls, it's possible it falls into this category. This is kind of like a general good way to water just about any type of houseplant. You really can't go wrong with this style of watering. Now, all of your pots should have a drainage hole or a few in the bottom of it. Some pots don't have drainage holes, and I'd only suggest that type of watering or pot style to more advanced gardeners because you have to be very delicate with your watering style. But this rubber tree is what we consider a medium water plant, and it needs to be watered maybe every 2 weeks. So you're gonna water this plant until water comes out of the drainage hole. And make sure to never flood the soil with water. And I'm going to actually stop once that water comes out of the drainage hole. Try and look for like the little dry pockets you'll see in the soil. Really spread the water all around the soil, and then give it a moment to settle down in through the soil, percolate down, and come out of the drainage hole. That's what we're looking for to stop, and as soon as it comes out, then we stop watering. So I'm gonna take a little pause there and check to see what we've got. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I've got a little bit of water down here, very minimal. I'm just gonna water just a bit more, make sure I've got the dry spots, and that's it. And it's dripping out. So that's how I know when to stop watering a medium water plant. Again, you can really use this general rule of thumb for just about any houseplant. It's the right way to water most plants. And once you finish watering these medium water plants, make sure to clear out that drip saucer. So let it drip off. Sometimes I'll put it actually in the dish rack or in the sink, let it drip off maybe 20 minutes or so, and then put it back on the drip saucer. Feel free to pause the video coming up and take a look at the medium water houseplants here. On to high water plants. This spider plant is gonna really need to be soaked in order to absorb enough water. So we're gonna start by putting it into a container that it can really absorb and kind of water from the bottom up. And I'm gonna water a bit on top, and then I'm gonna start kind of pouring water down into the bottom so it can absorb simultaneously from the bottom up as well as the top down. So I'm gonna water it down into the bottom, fill it up maybe an inch or so of water, and then I'm gonna continue watering on top. I'm gonna kind of let this guy sit, checking it periodically. It's kind of almost there. It's really hydrating fast. Maybe a couple minutes here. Let it really soak in all that water because it has roots that really love being moist, not wet, but they really do enjoy the moisture. Okay, low water houseplants are up next. We're aiming essentially for just a little bit less water than the medium. Ideally, no water is really gonna come out of the bottom of this pot. Snake plants, succulents, other varieties of these plants really don't like when they have soggy soil. So what we're gonna do is water, try and stop watering before any even comes out of the bottom. I can feel that the pot's actually gaining some weight, so we're getting there. So we don't have any water in the bottom of the tray yet, so I'm gonna stop this one here. Using this method, you can kind of do it a little more frequently, maybe every 2 weeks, 3 weeks with this snake plant. Just make sure not to soak this plant. Feel free to pause the video and check out this list of low water plants here. So it's pretty straightforward. Water your plants typically until a little bit comes out of the drainage hole. Don't overwater your low water plants, and make sure to really soak the soil of your higher water plants. Thanks for watching today. If you did enjoy the video, please like the video down below. It really does help us. And if you want to come back for more, please click the subscribe button down below.